Steering wheel. Claps the steering wheel here. Give me the steering wheel. Hey! Hey! Steering wheel. Somebody tell him to give it to me. Come on! Move!
We are back, guys. This is round 19 in Japan for our Gold Division race. Looking forward to this one. If it's anything like the Silver race this morning, we're in for a great race. Unfortunately, as you will all notice, Bats Plus, our American driver leading the Drivers' Championship at the moment, is not with us. I think with the time zones being mixed up, he's in America. We've just gone an hour forward with the UK, and we've moved the time to 1 PM instead of 3 PM because of the Formula 1 being on this afternoon. So obviously we're bitterly disappointed that he's not been able to get in today. We've not spoke to him, but we do have our very own F7RE Williams racing in his place, so he's definitely got a good swap there. Hopefully Ed can get some constructors points on the board for Bats whilst he's not here today. Him and Sam Flea should do a great job in them Alpha Tauris. Right, let's jump on. Let's see who's out first. I think, no, it's going to be our very own Steg. I think he's out in front. I think there's a Williams just before it. Maxi Block is always first out, and it looks like he's first out again today. Let's see what he can do. Thank you so much, William, for the follow. We really do appreciate every single follow here at Formula 7 Racing. If you do want to be a part of this, we are opening a Bronze League for the next season in about 2 months' time. Make sure you join our Discord for that. So, on board with the Williams driver of Maxi Block. He's chasing down Bats Plus for this championship title at the moment. Only 5 races to go after this one. It is getting very close to the end of the season. Let's jump on board with him. You need to keep it smooth round. He's gone a little bit wide. He won't be happy with that. As soon as you go wide on one corner, you've really messed the whole sector up. But he'll keep going. He wants to just post a little time. We've got an Alfa Romeo of Q Boys behind him as well. Let's go Ifney with the Bronze League. Maxi Block in the Williams. Just slight touching the grass coming through. Sam Flea is back in. He's a very good driver, Maxi Block, in that Williams. He's going to have to show his pace today in Japan, and he needs a podium if he wants to track down Bats Plus. He's got the Belgium helmet on there. He has Maxi. Well, that's what he's gone for. As he comes through the chicane, very similar to Spain there, where he goes sort of right and left, just the curve's not as high, and he comes through. It's a 1:27.2, so already it's a fantastic lap. Let's jump to Q Boys. Has Q Boys gone back round again? Lemon Who with a 1:27.8. Let's have a look. We've got, is that a, yeah, Jake a 1:27.6, just trying to catch up, and Adrian Sky, our silver race winner from this morning, goes on provisional pole in Q1. Homo Sapien a 1:27.1. Hallis comes through a 1:28.9. We've got a couple of Mercedes. We've got Geimer there who's invalidated, but we've got Steg just in front of him. He's gone back into the pit lane. So we've got an Alpha Tauri, that's Sam Flea on an outlap. We've also got, I think that is E. Williams coming through. No, he's in Sector 1. Let's jump on board with him. In the Alpha Tauri, stepping in for Bats Plus today. Creven, how are you doing, mate? Thank you, Jake. I appreciate the message of support there, mate. So, our very own Ed Williams, let's see what he can do. See if he can put a good lap together. We've got a Haas coming round there as well. Is that Marius Daniel? It was, and he goes third fastest at 1:27.1. And the Moz is a 1:27.0, and on pole is Fanfinus, who goes a 1:26.9. So already in Q1, in the start of Q1, we're already seeing the 1:26s. Be interesting to see what Ed and Walker do today. I think Walker will definitely have his eyes on Ed's car in that pit lane and be watching him like a hawk. I tell you, we're in for a great battle today with all of these racers. I'm hoping that I see Steg get out of Q1. He's our his nickname, like the Raikkonen's the Iceman, well Steg's the recovery man. He recovers every race. Like in qualifying, seems to struggle to get round out of Q1, but in the race, he's just in them points consistently. He's a great driver, and Lemon Who as well last week. Well, before he retired, he was on the recovery drive as well. E. Williams a 128.7. So just a little outlap there. Let's jump on board with B Wright, the old protege in the Racing Point. Captain Blade says, why is Ed on mediums? I think he's just trialling it. I think he's just checking it out, seeing how it feels out there. The Racing Point of Ben Wright. Have we got the mother watching today? Might be a bit too early. We want some motherly support in the chat for B Wright. I tell you, actually, I think we shouldn't. I don't think his mum should come in and watch him, because ever since she started watching him, he's been under pressure and he's not had very good races. So hopefully she's not watching and he gets a good race today. B Wright coming round the long left-hander down the straight. You want to be full throttle. Stubix is out. Oh, I think he's lost it on the chicane. On the windy bends. Very easy to lose it there, but here's B Wright. He comes through. He wants to be full throttling it through there. Comes to the right and left-hander. Keep it nice and smooth. Keep it to the ground. Down. DRS. ERS. Straight to the line. It's a 127.9. Puts him 9th fastest. We go on board with Matt, our race winner. He's invalidated. Walker's out as well. He's just slowed down, maybe messed up the lap a little bit. Steg is on another lap. So Steg in that Mercedes coming through sector 2. What sort of pace is he going to be at? Can he get out of this Q1? It looks good. He's coming to the line. He's gone for it. It's a 127.7, so he goes 9th fastest. Looks like a very good lap from Steg. Ben a 126.1 for the Racing Point of Ben, a full-time gold driver, and you can see why. He's now a full-time gold driver, was racing in our silver division, proved himself, and decided to move up when the opportunity arose. Let's jump on board with Walker. Let's see what sort of lap time. He's chasing down the championship leader. So Jeg is there. Steg, if you're listening, a bit of support. He says nice one. So Walker 1.6 up, but he's losing it. He seems a bit slippy out of there. Walker is new on the wheel. So if everybody's ever transitioned over from controller to wheel, you know how difficult it is. Me personally, I've been trying to transition over to wheel for months. I'm still using controller. But Walker has recently moved over to wheel, so maybe see him sliding a little bit more than he usually would do. Maybe a little bit slower in sectors, only slightly. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But yeah, just recently gone over to wheel, as in the same as Ed Williams as well. He now races on wheel from controller as well. So both of them guys are transitioning over. So maybe a good opportunity for some other drivers to maybe try and capitalise on their situations at the moment. But he comes through and it's a 127.3. He goes 9th fastest. Hollis is invalidated. Guymer's on another lap. He's down. Matt's in the garage. Q-Boys is on a lap. He's not set one yet. The Alfa Romeo driver. His brother had a fantastic race in the silver race this morning. Managed to bring himself all the way back up to, I think he finished 6th or 5th. But he had a great race anyway. No, because I think Greeny finished 6th. Oh no, he span out. Apologies, no. Q-Boys now calls him Bottle Job. He's now the Bottle Job. He span out. He was on a great recovery drive and ended up spinning it. Maxi Block, what has happened? Maxi Block's retired. He's completely lost it on the bends again through Sector 1. I said it was easy to do that, and through Sector 1, Maxi Block is another victim of this great Japanese circuit here. So as you can see there, just as Q-Boys went past him, and so did Matt, he was just buried into the wall. So Maxi Block will start from the back of this grid. So we need Sam Fleet to set a lap time. The Alpha Tauri driver is coming through Sector 2 at the moment. Just as Poxteros just maybe should have moved to the opposite side of the track. But Sam Fleet's still going for it. Full throttle through here. You don't want to take your foot off the gas. Comes through the right, the left-hander. In Sector 3, coming up towards the finish straight. The DRS is open, but he's run out of ERS, but it's still a 1:27.6 and goes 10th fastest in that Alpha Tauri. Oh, Jake Mazza's spin is really bad. Did you watch him in qualifying? Terrible, terrible. Couldn't have happened to a nicer bloke. Hallis coming through Sector 2 in that Red Bull. He needs to improve on his time if he wants to get out of Q1. Yeah, I agree with that, Jake. On my F1 fantasy team, I've got Leclerc and Hamilton on there, so hopefully. Hallis coming through Sector 2 at the moment. Let's see where he's going to be as he comes down the straight. He wants to keep it all nice and tidy there, tight. Try and keep it throttle, go right over to the right side of the track. Try and use as much of that curb as you're able to use without invalidating it. Keep that pace coming through. Full throttle, don't let your foot off the gas through here, down to the final couple of corners. He's going into the pit lane. Sorry, I completely forgot. I wasn't even looking at the time in the top right. He was well down on his time. So I don't even know why we was following that. Q-Boys, Geimer, Hallis, all in the pit lane and all of risk of dropping out in Q1. So Matt there. Got his first race win, he did, Matt, which was a fantastic drive by him. Let's see what he can do today. But he wants to be getting out of that Q1 first, and I think we'll see Q-Boys, coming out of the pits, and Geimer and Hallis should be coming out very shortly as well. Yeah, I agree, Vettel, yeah. Apparently they're going to penalise Vettel today for ignoring 2 yellow flags or something like that. There was something going on anyway. As Matt comes through, 1:27.3 goes 10th fastest, 9th and 10th for both the McLaren drivers. I don't know what sort of line Lemon's taking there, but he's looking for shortcuts. Steg is now in 16th. He's not faster than Maxi, so would Maxi automatically go through to Q2, but he would start 15th. Walker's out. That is in the pit lane though. So Walker says that's enough. He's pretty happy with that. We've got still Steg though, and Hallis, Geimer, Q-Boys in Stubix will start at the back of this Grand Prix. Guys, we want to try and hit some really big landmarks today. So if you know anybody that watches Formula 1 racing, If you know anybody that's interested in Formula One, please do post a link to our racing league. If you post it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, just post a link. Say watching this on the Sunday. We would really appreciate everybody just sharing links so we could get a load more guys in here watching this league and supporting us and watching these great drivers we've got racing for us. So Q-Boys coming through sector 2 in that Alfa Romeo. Geimer's on an outlap. Hallis, they need to hurry up here if they want to get a lap in. Steg is on a flyer again, so we'll stay on board with Q-Boys, who's 6 tenths up. He needs to improve a lot more on that, Q-Boys, in that Alfa Romeo. Q-Boys coming down the straight, comes to the long left-hander. Here he comes through down the straight. What sort of lap times he going to set? Q-Boys goes 1:27.8, stays 17th. That's not good. Steg's up on his lap time. He's 2 tenths up. He needs to be about 5 to get in front of Maxi Block here. If he keeps improving, this could be it for the Mercedes driver. He could get into Q2. We've also got Hallis, who's just... Oh, he's invalidated. That's it for Hallis. Geimer's just started his flying lap. Both the Mercedes are in trouble here. As he comes through, 1:27.9. Steg lost it all in sector 3. Q-Boys has spun. Geimer there. I think somebody was trying to avoid him, but we've got Geimer coming through. He's got one last shot at getting through to Q2. Coming down the straight, just avoids Q-Boys. Look at that. He's got the pace, Geimer, but can he get through? Let's see what sort of time he's going to be on. He's the only driver now that can knock anybody out. I think Steg's on actually another lap. Steg's got one more chance. So we've got Geimer and Steg still on a chance to get out of this Q1 session. Look at that, beautiful driving. He's really sending it here. He's only 1/10 up though, Geimer. That's only in the 1:28 still. Hallis is in the pits. Geimer, I don't think it's going to be quick enough for Geimer to get into Q2. And as he comes through, it's a 1:28.7. He stays where he is. Here's Steg. No, it looks like he's messed it up. He's going into the pits. But he will start 16th, Steg. That is it for the qualifying session here in Japan. Session 1. He's going to have that recovery drive again, our Steggy. But we know he can. Adapt, improve, and make progression. So as the other Mercedes driver, Hallis as well. He's had some phenomenal drives these last couple of weeks in that Red Bull. He's going to need another one again today. Instubix won't be happy with that. Starting at the back of the grid. Maxi Block as well. Instubix teammate will be starting 15th. So in Q1, Ben was the fastest car on track by nearly half a second in that racing point. Be right, we'll be happy with that. But Instubix is going to start from the back of this grid. Didn't get to set a time. The Belgian driver in the Williams will start in 20th. Hallis, the Norwegian driver in the Red Bull, will start in 19th. And from the UK, Geimer and Q-Boys will sit 18th and 17th in Mercedes and Alfa Romeo. And Steg, raising the flag for Scotland in the other Mercedes, will start 16th. We already know the Belgium driver of Maxi Block will also start in 15th. So Ed's going to be coming back in a second. Right, let's see who's going to make the move first. As you can see, Walker and the Moz are already switching to the mediums. They've not come out yet, but they've switched over. Ed's left. Let me just get another invite sent out to him. Red Wildfire is a very wiggly track. If you mess up one section, it can completely destroy your lap, especially through sector 1 when you've got the sort of right left curbs. If you go wide on any of them, you sort of have to adjust your whole car for the next couple of corners. So the Alpha Tauri of Sam Fleet is the first car out on track. Let's see what sort of lap time he can set. I think everybody will be watching out for Ben today in the Racing Point. You know, new in this Gold League, but he's not afraid to show his pace. He's already sat on pole in this Gold division, and twice in the Silver as well. Red getting motion sickness from watching Lemon. That's just his driving. He's probably doing donuts on the track somewhere. So Sam Fleet is going to be the first to set a lap as he comes down to go for his flying lap. Jake, you're right. When you get sector 1 right, it really is satisfying when you get through sector 1. So you want to keep it nice and clean. You want to use everything you can, but keep it straight. You have to be really careful with the accelerator as well there. But you don't want to take it off too much. Jake, have you ever tried VR? It's funny actually, I've got the Oculus Quest 2. Wow. When you take that off after a couple of hours. Sam Fleet coming round sector 2. Currently leading the Constructors' Championships. And has the most Driver of the Day awards. He does, Sam Fleet. So he's definitely a consistent driver, a very good driver as well. Oh, just slipping out slightly there. Yeah, he's going to back out of that lap. And next is going to be the Red Bull of Homo Sapien. So he's coming through sector 2. What can do? Homo Sapien has had quite a few podiums lately. He really is setting the benchmark of where he wants to be as a driver in Formula 7. As he comes down in that Aston Martin Red Bull with that Honda engine down to the finish line, and he goes a 1:26.8. That's a great lap for Homo Sapien. Then you've got the Ferrari coming next. Is that Walker? 1:36.6. He was invalid. So B-Right goes a 1:27.2. We've got the Alpha Tauri. He's going to go for another lap. Then you've got the McLaren. Is that Jake? That's Jake. And Matt's coming through first. He's gone into the pit lane. Jake's gone out for the lap. Where's he going to be? It's a 1:26.9. He goes second fastest. Just behind Homo Sapien. We've got the Racing Point. Bends into the pit lane. We've got the Ferrari of Fanfinesse. He goes a 1:27.6. He goes fourth fastest. We've got... is that the Moz Monster? Oh, we had a little spin there. The Moz is invalidated. Let's jump on board with E. Williams in the Alpha Tauri. So Adrian Sky and Marius Daniel both in the Hasses sit 4th and 5th, but all on the soft compounds. Only Walker out on the mediums. So as he comes through, our very own Ed Williams in the AlphaTauri, what pace is he going to be at? Walker's retired. Walker has retired. He's lost it. I said he was going to be struggling slightly. And he's retired. He's going to be starting 14th in this Grand Prix. He's going to need one hell of a drive now, Walker. I think Williams is backing out. There he has. So we'll jump on board with the Moz Monster Lemon, who I think that is. The Moz. He's had some great races recently, the Moz. Even when he's been in incidents, he's always managed to recover well. As he comes down to the finish straight, it's a 1:27.3. It's only 6th fastest. Lemon's on an outlap. We got Matt on an outlap. Oh, Poxteros has lost it. In the Alfa Romeo, Pox lost it into the wall. So we got the B right, is that? Oh no, Ben just going past. Just needs to be careful there, Poc, when he comes back on. Very nice driving, well done, Poxteros. So let's jump on board with Lemon's on an outlap at the moment. We've got Matt on an outlap. All of these guys in the danger zone. Sam Flea, Ben as well in the racing point. So, Adrian Sky has invalidated his lap time. Marius Daniel in 3rd fastest as well with a 1:26.9. So he made improvements on his lap time, which was great for him. B Right currently sitting in 4th. Right, Sam Flea needs to set a lap time here. We've got Sam Flea and then we've got Ben in the racing point who are coming through. They both need to set lap times to try and get out of Q2 here. Oh, Sam Flea. He was purple sector 1, but he's lost it. And he's into the gravel. Nikita Mazepin strikes again. Let's go, Gasly. Yep, such sad news, Rumpel. I can't believe it. Just not what you expected to hear. Right, Ben in the racing point. Where's he going to sit? Where's his pace going to be at? Can he keep it? Look, see how much of the curb he uses there, trying to keep that pace. He doesn't want to slow down at all. You can really sort of full throttle all the way down here and all the way through the chicane. It's purple sector 2. The racing point driver of Ben McEwen. Where's he going to sit? Sector 1, there's yellows. There's a Red Bull. I think there's a Red Bull. He's pole. 1:26.3. And Homo Sapien, yeah, he'd spun it. So he's going to have to go again. But Ben again setting the benchmark of 1:26.3. Jake, I'm going to use Nikita Mazepin every single time now. You see how many times he span out in qualifying? Oh my god. Let's go on board with Matt as he comes through Sector 3 in that McLaren. I'm rooting for the McLarens this year. They're my team. 1:26.8 goes second fastest for Matt. The improvement that Matt has shown in the recent weeks leading up to this race has been incredible. Finally got his first race win. His pace is so much quicker. He's improved. He's always been a quick driver, but the improvement he's showed in the last couple of weeks is phenomenal. So Homo Sapien, he's going to have to go again. Jake's in the garage. So is Marius. B Right. Agent Sky's on another outlap. The Moz is coming out for another one. So is Fanfinis. Lemon, who's on his lap time? Let's stay on board with Lemon. Jake says, Ben, look at him, he's thriving now. Best movie ever made. For you both, Jake, to be honest. for Ben to come up to gold and compete, and for you to go down to silver and compete. It's nothing. It's not bad to be moving down or anything. It's so that you can compete and improve and get better. That's exactly what you're doing. So yeah, great move. Lemon Who coming through. Can he get through to Q2? Keeps it nice and tight. It's a 1:27.8. Stays 10th. I think he might have to improve if he wants to get through to Q3. We've got E. Williams coming through. It's a 1:26.4. He goes second fastest in the Alpha Tauri, and now Lemon is down to 12th. Sam Flea's in the danger zone as well. Poxteros has not settled that. So where's he going to be? Poxteros come up from the silver today to reserve for the gold. He will definitely be driving in the gold division next season. Let's see what sort of lap time he can post. It's a 1:26.6 for Poxteros. He goes third fastest in that Alfa Romeo. There's flags flying everywhere. Is that Homo sapien? He's lost it again. It's a big struggle round here. So only 3 minutes left of this qualifying session. Fan finishes 6/10 up on his lap time. He currently sits in 11th place in that Ferrari as he comes through towards the finish line. It's a 1:26.7, goes fourth fastest. That moves the Moz into the drop zone. Lemon's invalidated his lap time. Sam Flea's in the garage. The Moz is half a second up as well as he comes through sector 2. Yeah, it was a great race, and Jake very unlucky not to get in the podiums. The Moz coming through. Everybody on them soft compounds will be starting the race on the softs. Comes through towards the finish straight. It's a 1:26.5. Goes third fastest. 8/10 up on his lap time. So Be Right needs to get out that pit lane now. He sits in 10th at the moment. Adrian Sky down to 11th now, but he's up on his lap time. He's coming through sector 2. Be Right is in the pit lane. He's not going to be able to set another lap. Oh, just having to move over to the right there, Adrian Sky in that Haas. He's set a purple sector 2. Can he put Be Right out in Q2? The Haas driver comes down the straight. It looks quick. It's a 1:26.9. He goes 9th, just in front of his Haas teammate Marius Daniel, who's now in the danger zone as well. Be Right is out in Q2. Sam Flea's on an outlap. Lemon Who's in the garage. He's out. So Be Right doesn't have a chance to respond to Adrian Sky and will be out in Q2. He is coming out the pit lane, but I don't think he'll have enough time to get round and settle up now. So can Sam Flea do it for Bats Plus and get a lap time in here? He's got 26 seconds to get to the finish line and set another lap. So he's Sam Flea will now start his flying lap. This is it. Ed Williams has passed. Everybody has finished. the only person that could knock Marius Daniel out in Q2 is Sam Flea. Will stay on board for him for the entire lap. Oh, he slipped it. He's gone. That's costly. That is out, and that is Q2 done. Marius thanks the lucky stars that Sam Flea messed that one up. Ben goes to 125.8 in the Racing Point. He's just setting benchmarks of his own here now, Ben. 125s in Q2. And the shock of Q2 is Walker out. A 125.8 is absolutely unreal. What a lap time. And to think this driver was racing in the Silver Division a couple of weeks back, last week and the week before. But with times like that, you cannot keep somebody down in there. B Wright, a little fact there. B Wright says it's the first time he's never made it to Q3. So he'll be really disappointed because he's a lot quicker than that. You definitely expect to see B Wright easily in them 126s, but just didn't get the lap that he was hoping for. But he starts just outside the top 10, so maybe we'll see him start on the medium compound tyres. It's not the end of the world there. That was an absolutely unbelievable lap time for Ben there. I don't know where he's finding that pace. So now we go through to qualifying 3, and this is what do you call it when you say this? It's like the the main bit. You know when you earn your pay here. The business end of the qualifying now. So fastest time again in Q2 is Ben in the Racing Point with a 125.8. But the big news is that Maxi Block is going to be starting 15th and Walker is going to be starting 14th. Lemon Who in 13th in the Renault and Sam Flea in the Alpha Tauri in 12th. Be Right, the first time in the whole of the 18 races that we've done that he's not made it through to Q3. He is out in the Racing Point in 11th. Both the Haas drivers, Marius Daniel and Adrian Sky, both make it through in 10th and 9th. Homo Sapien and Ed also in the top 3 fastest cars in Q2. So who's going to make the first move? We've got 12 minutes to see who's starting on pole position for round 18, the Japanese Grand Prix. I think if we don't see Ben on pole, I mean, them lap times, but everybody's going to be putting it on the line here now. They're really going to be putting everything into this lap. So the first driver out is a Haas, and that is Adrian Sky, who is first out onto the track. So reserving today in the Haas is Adrian Sky. Won our silver race this morning at 10 AM, so he knows this track well. He knows what he can achieve here, but can he do it stepping up the mark today and moving up? We've got Poxteros just behind him. They're all grouped up a little bit. Poxteros now takes the lead. Oh no, the Racing Point says I'll take the lead. That's Ben. Ben says I'll set the benchmark. Don't worry lads, I'll take control of this qualifying session. Thanks Lemon. Yeah. Here's the cool down room. Send yourself in there. Send yourself in the cool down room. I tell you, one person that'll be happy though is B Wright. He knows he wants to chase down that Constructors' Championship. I mean, I know he's got a long way to go and there's only 6 races to go, but you know, you're still in with a chance if you can finish, you know, sort of 1-2 and things like that. There's a lot of points up for grabs. But I think the Alpha Tauris have ran away with it. Absolutely ran away with it this season. Remember, if you are interested in racing as well, we are setting up a Bronze League in about 8 weeks' time. So make sure you come and try that out. Join the Discord. Get involved with us, guys. And just because it says bronze doesn't mean it's the worst drivers. It's just, they're the divisions. That's where you start off. And the aim is to get better as a driver and improve. Everybody's here for the same thing, and that's to enjoy racing, enjoy F1, and make friends whilst doing it as well. So don't think just because it's a Bronze League that, you know, you're not a very good driver, because that is not the case at all. Ben in the Racing Point coming through Sector 2. He looks very quick. He's got an Alfa Romeo of Poxteros behind him. Lemon who? Lemon's heading. Oh god. Lemon's retiring. Ben's coming through in the Racing Point, and it's a 126 dead. He's setting the benchmark already. We've got Poxteros at 126.2, so not far behind him. Poxteros. And Adrian Sky in the Haas goes at 126.6, and then you got E. Williams at 125.9. He was saving it for Q3, and he comes through in that Alpha Tauri to take provisional pole here in Japan. You got Matt that comes through at 126.9. Homo Sapiens coming through Sector 2. You've also got a Ferrari of Fanfinners coming through. It's a 126.8, and the Moz a 127 dead. So Homo Sapien will be the next to set a lap time. That's how it's looking at the moment. Can we get a weather update as well for the race? So Homo Sapien comes through. It's a 126.5. He goes 4th fastest. So provisional pole at the moment belongs to the Alpha Tauri driver of E. Williams. And Ben in the Racing Points currently sits in 2nd. But we know what sort of lap time Ben can set. So Poxteros just slowing down there. I think Ben's on a cool down lap. He's going back into the pit lane, and so is E. Williams. Homo Sapien is 2 down, so he's on an in lap. I think most of the drivers actually now are on an in lap. We'll just stay on board with the Moz Monster in the Renault. Another really improved driver, the Moz. Yeah, he's on an in lap, so everybody heading into the pits. Oh, Jake, was that Jake? No, that was Matt, a 126.5. 3 tenths up on his lap time, and he sits in 5th position. Remember, guys, we race every Sunday 10 AM for our silver race and 3 PM for our gold race. We have moved it today to 1 PM just because of the Formula 1 being on this afternoon as well. Unfortunately, our championship leader, who resides in America, could not be with us today. So I think he'll be bitterly disappointed that he's not been able to make this race today. Especially challenging for the championship. I mean, we've got to now probably send a trophy over to America as well, so if anybody can take him out of that position, you know, it would help us out a lot. No, I'm just kidding, just kidding. Jake just got a notification Vettel will start last. I did say that they were waiting on something to hear about Vettel because something happened under 2 yellow flags or something like that, and apparently he should have pulled out of his lap. But I thought he did pull out of his lap, but apparently not. So yeah, Vettel will start last. Will the Sun. I was thinking about just getting the new one for my PC. Will the Sun. This is actually PS4 we race on here. PS4, PS5. He's got to do a steg. He's got to do a recovery drive now, Vettel. 4 minutes of the qualifying session left. And we got the Moz out to set another lap time on an outlet. Nearly there. 4 minutes and we will start round 18. The Japanese Grand Prix is nearly here. What a race we are in for today. Lemon rooting for his teammate. Come on, Moz. If you're listening, Lemon's rooting you up here, Moz. You need to put in a lap time here. So, about to go on to his flying lap, the Renault driver. It's not a very good view of a wheel. It's nice pace through there. Kept the line really sweet as well. This is where you have to be careful. Very easy to lose it as well and lose your pace through sector 1. But that looks very clean and tidy from the Renault. Using as much curve as he can get there to keep his pace. Does look very clean. Look at that. That looks super fast for the Renault coming through there. Oh, he's invalidated it. I didn't think that was invalidated. Oh, that must have been millimetres. So Marius will be next in the Haas. Oh, he slips it. He slips it. He's going to have to back out now. We've got Homo Sapien as well. He's on a flyer. So what can the Red Bull of Homo Sapien post here? Currently sits in 4th for this race. No, he's backing out, Homo Sapien. Let's see who else is on a lap. We've got Matt on an out lap. Fanfinis and Jake. Ooh, Fanfinis just warming his tyres up. Let's go on board with Jake, the other McLaren driver. Lemon, you might have to look for a new teammate. Get rid of him. Do a Haas. Get rid of the drivers. Get a Nikita Mazda spinning. So the McLaren driver of F7R, Jake. He's keeping it nice and clean there, nice and tidy. And the McLarens have really booked up their ideas lately. Really posting great lap times and race results as well, which is the main thing. I can't wait to see what cars everybody's driving for the upcoming season when the new game comes out. We will be doing like a random cars, so nobody knows what car they'll be driving until we stream it live on Twitch before the new season gets underway. So Jake 2/10 up, the fastest sector 2 in Q3, only 40 seconds left. Everybody's out to set a lap now. The Moz has gone into the pits, so he's not going to set a lap time. Jake comes through, 1:26.5, goes 4th fastest. Incredible. Now we've got a Haas. Is that Marius Daniel? 1:26.7. We got Fanfidus coming through. He's 2/10 up. It's a 1:26.7. Stays in 9th. Then we got E. Williams. Poxteros is out. E. Williams is coming through. He's invalidated it. Poxteros is out. Ben is 4/10 up. Can he take pole? Ben in the Racing Point comes down to the line. It's a 1:25.5. It's pole position for the Japanese Grand Prix for Ben at the moment. Only Ed is going to try. Fanfidus doesn't move out of the way. Ed's still going to try and go for it, but Ben with a phenomenal 1:25.5. You got Matt who's down on his time. You got Adrian Sky who's out as well. Marius Daniel who's down on his lap time. Let's stay on board with Ed. Can he take that pole back? Or has Ben got this pole in the bag here in Japan? Has the Ferrari cost Ed a chance at pole? He's 2/10 down on his lap time. It's not going to be enough. You can't find 7/10 in Sector 3. Ben is going to be on pole for the Japanese Grand Prix round 18 here. Yep, Ed heads into the pits. And that is it. Adrian Sky is up on his lap time. Can he make a position? Oh, he hits the wall. That is qualifying complete. They are some phenomenal lap times here in Japan. Everyone that races in Season 2, all the cars will be live streamed on a random wheel. So we'll see who everybody's driving for. We don't want to just give the seats so everybody doesn't know who they're going to be driving for Season 2. So, starting on pole for the Japanese Grand Prix is the Racing Point of Ben McEwen, finally a full-time driver in the Gold Division, and he's proven his worth by sitting on pole. In second is the AlphaTauri of F7RE Williams. In third position on the second row of the grid is Poxteros in the Alfa Romeo, and Matt in the McLaren will be alongside him in fourth. Just behind Matt is Jake in the other McLaren, and alongside him is Homo Sapien in the Red Bull. Adrian Sky and Marius Daniel, both the Haas drivers, in 7th and 8th on the 4th row of the grid. And Fanfidus in the Ferrari and the Mazda in the Renault will fill out 9th and 10th, the 5th row of this grid. It's race time. It is the Japanese Grand Prix, Suzuka. It's round 18 and it's the Formula 7 Championship. Formation lap, guys. Remember, keep your distance. You don't need to touch anybody. Get your laps warmed up. Get your tyres warmed up, not your laps. If you do want to race with us, guys, remember to join the Discord. Oh, it looks a bit murky out there. Remember, nobody ready up. Just leave the timer and we should be able to go when the lights go. This is going to be an exciting race, guys. We are in for a thriller. Steg says, come on. No, Jake says, come on, Steg. Go, Steg. Jake says, come on, Steg. No, sorry, Jake. I was just getting ready for the start of the race. This is it. This is round 18. The Japanese Grand Prix here in Suzuka. This is Formula 7 racing. And this is lights out and away we go here in Japan. Ben gets a great start. Ed's all up the back of him. Ed goes down the inside. Pucksteros stays in position. Jake's up one. Ed takes the lead of this Grand Prix. Ben comes back at him, the wheel to wheel. Ed goes round the outside. Ben takes the lead back. Homo Sapiens up 2 positions. The Red Bull driver gets past both McLarens. You've got Matt that's moved down 2. Adrian Sky Q-Boys is up 1. Hallis is up 5 positions. Steg's up a position. All making overtakes. Marius Daniel is down 5. He needs to come back in. Virtual safety car is out. It'll just slow them all down a second. So you've got Walker who's spun. So he's trying to get back on track. He's lost a full front wing, Walker. Q-Boys as well. In Stubix. B Wright is down 6 places. He's not going to be happy with that. He's got front wing damage as well. That's the 3rd race in a row that he's ended up with damage. Marius Daniels down 7 places. Steg is up 2 now. Hallis up 6 places in that Red Bull to 13th. And Lemon nearly in them points. Fanfin stayed exactly where he was. B Wright drive-through penalty. Not again. Ben there gets off to a great start again. E. Williams half a second behind him. Pucksteros stalking the back of E. Williams in that Alpha Tauri. The Moz gets the overtake on Adrian Sky. They're all racing at the back. The Ferrari of Fanfinish tried to get the overtake on the Haas as well. But Adrian Sky keeps that position, goes a little bit wide. Oh, they've just touched. Sam Flea just touching Fanfinish. Fanfinish goes down the inside. What an overtake. Sam Flea gets the overtake as well. Adrian Sky losing positions to Lemon Who as well, who goes past into the points. Maxi Block is up to 11th as well. Adrian Sky down to 12th now, losing 5 places. What an overtake by Fanfinus as well. Brilliant move. Absolutely phenomenal move. Maxi Block all over the back of Lemon Who. Adrian Sky, I've sent you a couple of invites. Just go on your notifications, mate. If you can't find one, I'll send you another one. Maxi Block all over the back of Lemon. Sam Flea, they're all fighting out here. The Williams, the Renault, the Alpha Tauri, the Ferrari, they're all there. Could the Mods potentially hold these guys up and get his teammate back into contention? B Wright has to serve a drive-through penalty. Agent Sky, it's a bot. Yeah, just go onto your car and press take control. Just go onto your car and press take control. Walker's out. Oh, he's retired in the pit lane. Walker is out of this race. E. Williams still trying to catch Ben. As long as he stays within a second of Ben, he'll have DRS on the next lap. Marius, Adrian Sky, are you back in? You just need to go onto your car and press take control, and you should be able to take control of it. Let's go to Alice. Yeah, he's back in. Great driving. Oh, Q-Boy's trying to get the overtake on Geimer. Adrian Sky trying to get the overtake on B Right. B Right with wing damage. And here comes Hallis in the Red Bull. They're all fighting it out for positions here. Fantastic driving at the back. We've got Homo Sapien all over the back of Poxteros in that Red Bull as well. Can he get a better exit? E. Williams, look at him. He's still prowling on the back of Ben in the Racing Point. He's going to have DRS coming on to the next lap. Lemon, who's just got the overtake on Sam Flea. Down the outside, Sam Flea tries to come back at him. The wheel-to-wheel racing here. And Sam Flea gets the position back. E. Williams setting the fastest lap of the race so far. He's going to have DRS now. So Lemon just took him for a split second. Let's go back to E. Williams, who's all over the back of the Racing Point. If B Right can get out the pits, get back in, get his sort of wing sorted, and hope for a safety car to get back into this race. He's really close to him. He's going to have that DRS shortly as well. He's outside that 1 second. Poxteros, Homo Sapien up 2 places as well. Still the 2 McLarens in 5th and 6th of Jake and Matt. Doing really well for constructors lately, the 2 McLarens. Everybody else is really close. You've got Maxi Block all over the back of Sam Flea. Look at that. He's going to come up the straight. But there's nowhere for him to go, the Williams driver. He needs as many points as he can get today to try and close the gap on the championship leader of Bats Plus. Can he get the overtake here? No, Sam Flea just having the pace to sort of keep him at bay. We've got Steg up to 12th now, up 4 positions as well. Ben setting the fastest lap of the race so far, just trying to extend that gap to Ed so he can get outside of that DRS range. Homo Sapien all over the back of Poxteros. These guys are really racing for podium positions. You got Matt as well, all over the back of Jake. The 2 McLarens really working well together. I think you'll see a lot of switching between Jake and Matt throughout this race. You'll see them each using their DRS but not really battling with each other. I think you'll see them using their DRS to overtake but then switching back, using each other's DRS to just try and gain that little bit of pace. They work really well together, these 2 McLarens, especially the Renaults as well of Moz and Lemon do the exact same thing, but Fanfinish is just splitting them up at the minute. Homo Sapien all over the back of Poxteros. He's coming up to the straight. He's gone a little bit wide. Pox seems to have a better line. As the Red Bull comes down, he's all over the back of Poxteros. Comes down the straight. He's not going to have enough track to take him this time. You can full throttle it through here. He seems a bit faster. He's in the slipstream. Now he's going to have DRS down the straight. The Red Bull, the Alfa Romeo, they are battling it out here. Here comes Homo Sapien. Oh, he's lost it a little bit. He went onto the grass. He's got DRS, but he's lost 1.1 seconds now behind Poxteros. So he's outside that DRS zone. Loses his DRS for that lap. You got Matt all over the back of his teammate. Steg gets the overtake on Sam Flea. Sam Flea has to concede that position to the Mercedes driver as Steg follows. Brilliant racing there. Nearly into the points now, Steg. B Right's back in the pits to fix that front wing. Geimer's in the pits, not having great races. Look at all of these drivers as well. Look how close these guys are. We're lap 6 as well. They're really sending it today. Ed Williams still in that DRS zone of Ben, who's in front. Hallis gets the overtake on Instubics there. So there's a bit of a gap opening up from 4th and 5th from the Red Bull to the McLaren. There's a bit of a gap opening up. They don't want it to be too much, but look at Matt, only 2 tenths behind his teammate of the McLaren here. Now he's going to have DRS coming down the straight. Ed gets a 3-second time penalty. That might be costly, and he's now 1.6 behind the race leader. Here comes Matt, the DRS. And he takes the position from his teammate, but I tell you, that'll probably switch back soon as well. They'll help each other out. So great driving. They're just helping each other out throughout the track. Sitting in 5th and 6th at the moment. Sector 1 yellow flag. I can't see anything at the moment. Hallis is in the pits though. Maxi Block just getting the overtake on Lemon. Sam Flea down to 15th now, so not having a great race at the moment. And Fanfinis in the Ferrari is catching both of these McLarens now inside that DRS. Ifney, thank you so much for the tip. Really appreciate that. Ifney with the tip there. Look at that. I've not seen that one before, Ifney. You're the first person to ever do that. Just come up. AJ, everything matters in this league. Giveaway Gaming, thank you so much for the follow. Honestly, we appreciate every single follow we get. So Jake and Matt within a second of each other. Lemon right on the back of Maxi Block at the moment. Ed losing a little bit of time to Ben. We've had Walker out, we've got Geimer out, but no safety car. Be Right needs a safety car in this race. Marius gets the position back. Sam Flea is in the pit lane. Remember, you got a lot of these guys on soft compound tyres as well, so you'll see them all start to pit shortly. So Fanfinis is outside the DRS zone now. And Matt and Jake still working together. Jake just gets a little time penalty there for his troubles over the corner. Homo Sapien not able to track down Poxteros that much either. Sort of Ben and Ed are running away with this out front. The Moz is first to show his hand. He's pitted and he's gone onto the hard compound tyres. So first to show his hand is the Moz Monster. That moves Steg up to the points again. So will we start to see all the drivers come into the pit lane? Instubics is in the pits as well. You got Q-Boys right behind the Moz. Fanfinish still trying to catch up to Jake. Fantastic driving by these guys, that's for sure. Adrian Sky with a 3-second time penalty. Be Right still trying to catch up to Sam Flea. I think he's right on the back of him now. He is. Be Right is really hoping for a safety car in this race. Oh, Ben's pitted. And so has Ed. So the two front runners have shown the hand, but Poxteros has stayed out on them softs. Homo Sapien has stayed out. So Ben and Ed have shown their hands and gone into the pit lane. So's Jake, so's Fanfinus. But look at that. See how Matt stays out. It was the exact same last week. Jake went into the pits. Matt stayed out. They were right next to each other on the track. So as you can see, they're working together again. Ed will come out a little bit after Ben. Not much, still 1.8. I thought he might have served his penalty, but it's only when you get to 5 seconds. So remember, most of these guys, these all started. It's only Matt that's on the softs and Homo Sapien and Poxteros, but everyone else who started outside the top 10, Maxi, Lemon and Steg, oh, Lemon's softs as well, have all opted for the longer tyre. Ben might get stuck behind Steg for a little bit here. This might actually help Ed, who's only 1.4 behind now. Remember, he's not got that free air. And Steg just goes wide. Really good driving, actually, by Steg. Didn't try and block him, gave him the space. Oh, look, that's great racing. Really good racing. Yeah, Steg, when he went round that corner, just giving him the space that he needed to compete with him side to side. So yeah, really good racing by these guys. So Poxteros, Homo Sapien and Matt all pit. Remember, Matt had to wait as his teammate went into the pit lane. They'll definitely be communicating with each other and saying, right, I'm pitting this lap, you pit next lap, you go into the hards, I'll go mediums, so then we can pit at different stages of this race. We don't want to hold each other up. This is fantastic. But there, here comes Ben again. And he will go into third. He still has Lemon and Max in front of him. Ed just losing a bit of time off the race leader now. So Maxi Black up 14 positions, sits as the race winner until he pits. Remember, these guys that are on medium compound tyres, if they get lucky and get a safety car, this is perfect for these guys. Got B-Right still all over the back of Stanfleet and in Stubix now. Ben catching Lemon as well. Oh, B-Right gets the overtake on Stanfleet. And now he goes for in Stubix. Great driving by B-Right in the racing point. He's got a huge drive to come now, B-Right. Let's see if Ben can get past the Renault of Lemon, who goes down the inside. And Lemon concedes the position to the racing point. Here comes Ed. So this is getting close now. Ed got past Steg and now he's on the back of Lemon, who Ben is trying to create a gap now. Might get stuck behind him for a little bit too long here. And he tries to go around the outside. Lemon is going to have to pit shortly, still on them soft compound tyres. He's got the inside line and the wheel to wheel again. This is fantastic racing. And Ed gets past and now he's only 1.9 behind Ben that he's got to try and make up throughout this race. Homo Sapien all over the back of Jake as well. You've got Steg as well. Steg's going to go for the overtake on Lemon, who the Mercedes on the Renault. He's got the fresh tyres, Steg, and he takes the position off Lemon. Fantastic overtake. Brilliant manoeuvre that was. I think you'll see Lemon go straight into the pits here. He's not. He's stayed out. He's stayed out, Lemon. He's hoping for a miracle. Jake sets the fastest lap of this race. Oh, he's going. Poxteros is trying to make the move on Lemon. Oh, they've spun, they've hit, they've touched. And there's cars all over the back of them now. That's brilliant for Steg. Lemon, I think he might have lost a bit of front wing. And that lets Homo Sapien and Jake through with Poxteros. Jake all over the back of Poxteros now. Oh no, Steg! Steg has spun it. Steg was having a great drive. He's now spun the car. Ah, a great drive Steg was having there. So Matt and Homo Sapien both racing together. You got, Jake and Homo Sapien and Matt behind. Maxi Block still leading this Grand Prix and Ben still taking time off Ed. Jake all over the back of Poxteros. So all of these guys are racing. Fanfinis gets to move on Lemon and so does Moz. I think that wouldn't have been a difficult one. There's no way Lemon would have held up his own teammate there because they are definitely in with a chance of constructors. I think there's a Williams of Instubix creeping around the track there. I don't know what happened. So when does Maxi Block pit? That is the question. So Lemon has decided to pit now. It's his time to go into the pit lane. Brilliant driving, I tell you, fantastic driving by these guys. But Lemon and Steg both now in the pit lane, and Ben not really making much time up on Maxi either in this race. 13 laps to go as well. Be right with a 3-second time penalty. We got Jake all over the back of Poxteros. Can he get this overtake? Once Maxi pits as well, Jake will be in a podium position. He's got the slipstream, but Poxteros has got more ERS. He's going to have to wait for the DRS zone now down the pit straight. But this is for a podium. Once Maxi Block pits. He's going for it. The DRS is on. He will start to catch. And he's gone for it. Goes round for the outside. He's just not completed it yet. Oh, Poxteros just out braking him. That's great racing. He's right up the back of him. You've got Homo Sapien stalking the back of these two drivers as well. It's a freeway race for podiums here. You got Matt as well looking at the back of him. He might be able to start catching as well now. Can he get the overtake on Poxteros? There's only really two parts of the track where he can really challenge to get an overtake. Anywhere else is just great driving. Homo Sapien just going a bit wide. Here comes Jake down the straight. He's going to have another chance down the pitch straight with the DRS. Oh, he full throttled it through there. Jake, he was a lot faster. He's out braking him as well. He's catching him. He's putting Pock under pressure here. Oh, just a little bit wide coming out of there. I don't think he's going to have enough to catch him now. Oh, here's Homo Sapien. Homo Sapien says, this is my chance. And Homo Sapien takes the position from Jake. So now it'll be Homo Sapien that tries to track down Poxteros. When will Maxi pit? The fastest first sector for Homo Sapien. So he's really piling on the pressure on the back of Boxsteros now. Ben and Ed both catching up to Maxi Block little by little, lap by lap. Here he comes. Homo Sapien all over the back of Boxsteros, or as you know him now, Alex in the Red Bull. He's got it, he's got the pace. Can he keep it full throttle through there? He does. Boxsteros running low on ERS, but so is Homo Sapien. He's going to have DRS, but Boxsteros just... Oh, he spat it! Oh, he's hit the wall! No! He's out! Homo Sapien is out! Virtual safety car! Fantastic for Maxi Block, but he's nowhere near the pit lane. Homo Sapien on board with him, the pressure was on and he's lost it. Unbelievable, that gives Q-Boys a chance to pit. Jake a chance to pit. So Jake's re-pitting as well. That might be a really well done that. Is he going to go onto the softs? No, he's got to come out on the mediums. Probably better actually, to be fair. DRS is enabled again, the race is underway. Homo Sapien, that was so unlucky. That was a podium there. Will Maxi still go into the pits? The Moz all over the back of Fanfinus. Ben only 1.2 now behind the race leader. Look at that, the Moz all over the back of Fanfinus in that Ferrari. He's got the DRS and he's really close to him as well. He's going to have the slipstream. He's going to have the pace. Is he going to have the track though? Not this time. Can he run Fanfinus wide? No, Fanfinus keeping his track. Oh, the Moz just nearly losing it. He's lost a little bit of time. Matt on the back of Boxsteros as well. Pox driving a great race. He's keeping his position well. You got Ben catching up to Maxi as well. So the tyre situation. Let's have a look at that. So we've got Maxi Block 17 laps on them mediums now. So he's going to have to pit shortly. Everyone, Ben and Ed are on the hards. We've got Pock on fresh mediums with Matt as well. Fanfinus and the Moz on hards. Q-Boys on fresh softs, and so's Marius Daniel. So what have we got? 9 laps left. So the only person really that probably is going to have to pit is Maxi Block. Sam Flea's back in the pits. I think B-Right definitely needed that to be a safety car and not a virtual safety car. Oh, he's pitted. Maxi Block is pitted. So that is Ben in the lead. That is Ed just behind him. Same strategies, same race, same pace. Ben and Ed. Where will Maxi Block come out though? We've got penalties as well. Boxsteros in third. We've got Matt all over the back of Boxsteros in that Alpha Tauri. They've got the Moz Monster and Fanfinus as well. Maxi Block has come out in 7th. That's really well done by Maxi. He started 15th in this race. He's now up to 7th. Hallis as well is up 7 positions. And he's 11 laps on their medium, so he will probably have to pit again before the end of this race, Hallis. Poxteros is keeping this position well. Really keeping this position well. No, Maxi's pitted now, Captain. Maxi's pitted. He's gone onto the mediums. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's what he was doing. Yeah, you were right. He extended it, didn't he? He just run it out so he could go onto the soft. So he's on fresh soft tyres now. And he's only 8 seconds behind the Moz Monster. So potentially could catch up to these guys. Look, he's already posting fastest sectors. So yeah, you're right. You've got Matt all over the back of Pock. He just can't get in. There's not enough track there. He's not close enough coming out of the last corner. Well, let's look at the penalties. So 3 seconds for Ed, 6 seconds for Matt. We've got 3 seconds for the Moz Monster and 3 for Jake and Adrian Sky. Hallis and Marius have got 3 and B-Right and Sam Flea have got 3. So at the moment, Matt would be demoted from 4th to 6th if it stayed like it is. So he needs to get past Pock and get some fast laps put in here. Can Matt eventually get this overtake? Marius Daniel's out. Marius Daniel is out. He's retired in the pits. So Marius Daniel is out of this race. Jake is out. No safety car. Jake is out. Where has he gone? Oh, he's lost it on the turn there. So if you look on board of Hallis now, you'll just see his car. He's completely lost it and binned it into the wall. Everyone in front has pitted. Every single car. Could Maxi stay out? He's just got onto soft tyres, Maxi. Maxi is going to go and take the lead to this Japanese Grand Prix, starting 15th on the grid. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable for MaxiBot to be in that position he's in, to stay on the mediums for that long and then switch to the softs when he did, and then a safety car to come out is incredible for him. He's got Ben and Ed behind him, both on fresh softs. I mean, it's hard enough to go from 15th to 1st with 6 laps left, but to have Ben and Ed behind you on fresh softs is even harder. I mean, this is incredible. Homo sapiens let always DNF'd, hasn't he? So Poxteros on the fresh softs in 4th, Matt as well in 5th, Fanfinus in 6th, the Moz in 7th, Lemon who has had a fantastic drive, he's up to 8th. Incredible race. Captain, you're right, yeah. This is bad for anybody that's got penalties. Oh, Fanfinus just got a 5 second. A severe collision with Matt. What's just happened there? Has Matt got a wing damage? It doesn't look like it. Ah, Fanfinus must have gone into the back of Matt. This is great for all the drivers, Steg, B-Right, Hallis, Q-Boys, all of these guys, especially Steg and Q-Boys who haven't got time penalties as well. This is fantastic for them. All on the fresh tyres as well. I think the safety car will probably be in after this lap. If Maxi Block wins this race, it'll be the greatest comeback in Formula 7 history. 15th to 1st. 5 laps to go, and you've got Ben, Ed, Boxsteros, Matt, Fanfinus, The Moz, Lemon, Agent Sky, Q-Boys, Hallis, Steg, B Right, Sam Flea and Instubix all behind him. I mean, he pulled something off there. Lemon's in a great position in 8th. Up 5 positions as well. Hallis is up 8. Steg's up 4. These guys want to catch up to the safety car though. Sam Flea and Instubix need to catch the safety car because I can't see it staying out for another lap. This is great for Maxi as well because I know he put them softs on a couple of laps early. So to keep him nice behind that safety car is just what he wants, especially with Ben and Ed on fresh softs. I can't wait till we go racing again. This is going to be another sprint to the finish. Safety car is in this lap as predicted, and everybody's caught up, everybody's regrouped. We're going to go racing again, and it's a sprint to the finish line. Maxi Block currently leading this race with 5 laps to go. Ben in the Racing Point in 2nd, and Ed Williams in the Alpha Tower in 3rd. The podium positions are set, the race is set, and we're about to go racing again here in Suzuka. And Maxi tries to get a good start, but Ben is all over the back of him. Can Maxi keep this position? Ed's all over the back of Ben as well. They've gone racing really early here. Boxsteros has lost all 3 of these guys on that restart. But look how close they are. Fanfinus and the Moz have collided. They're down to 14th and 15th. No, Fanfinus and the Moz have lost positions with 5 laps to go. Steg is up to the points. Hallis is in the points. Q-Boys is in the points. Lemon is up to 6th. This is brilliant. Ed has got another 3-second time penalty. That is so costly to his podium chances. Maxi Block might have a chance at winning the greatest race of his career. This is unbelievable. Matt Lemon Who, Adrian Sky is only a 10th behind Lemon Who. Can he get the overtake on the Renault driver? Trying to get the overtake, just not enough room there. We've got Matt all over the back of Boxsteros as well. We've got battles going everywhere. B Right has took Steg. Adrian Sky has took Lemon Who, so Adrian Sky gets that overtake. B Right has got the overtake on Steg. So B Right is up into the points. Everybody is wheel to wheel here. Steg with a time penalty. No, that's cost him. He didn't have any time penalties. Ben has set the fastest lap of this Grand Prix, and he's all over the back of Maxi Block as well. Hallis has got the overtake. Q-Boys has lost it. Q-Boys has lost it. Steg is back up into the points. Unbelievable. Steg back up into the points. B Right in 9th. Hallis is in 8th. Lemon Who in 7th. Adrian Sky in 6th. Matt is in 5th. Boxsteros in 4th. There's a yellow flag sector 1. That's Q-Boys. Ben really trying to catch Maxi Block. Ed's to look at these front 3. Any of these drivers could take the race win, except Ed has got a time penalty. So he needs to make up another second on Boxsteros to keep his podium. Fantastic racing. Can Matt get Boxsteros? Can he do it? Just not enough pace coming down there. He's got more ERS. He's going to have DRS coming down the straight as well. He's going to have a chance at this. He's got a better exit. He's got a better exit than Puck. DRS is enabled. But he's not got DRS yet. He's out of DRS, Poxteros. Matt is going to go down the inside. Oh, he just braked out. Ben has took Ed. Ed is wheel to wheel with Ben. They're racing. What a race we've got here. Matt had to back out of that there. If he didn't back out, he'd have probably spun. He'd have touched wheels with Poxteros. Poxteros definitely not giving anything away there. This is fantastic racing. What an ending to the Japanese Grand Prix. Q-Boys a 5-second time penalty. Sector 2 yellow flag. Is that B right? It's B right. No, what happened? B right. Steg is out the points as well. What's happened? Stubix is inside the points, so Sam Flea. What happened to B right and Steg? They only had 2 laps to go for points. Adrian Sky all over the back of Matt and Poxteros as well. Matt has been trying to get Poxteros this whole race. Can he get it? He's got a great exit. He's got DRS this time. Can Matt finally get this position? Oh, he's just had to break out of it. He needed to take the inside there. Still trying to chase him down. He's got this in the next lap, and that is it. Oh, Adrian Sky's come for him. Oh, Adrian Sky's got the overtake on Matt. So Matt's just lost the position. Hallis and Lemon, who are coming to battle as well. Can he finally get this position? Hallis is up 11 positions. Matt has now lost that position to Adrian Sky. Can he get it back with the DRS? But Adrian Sky's going to have DRS, so he's going to have to take both of these guys. Oh, they just touch slightly. Adrian Sky trying to get the better exit. He has. He's got a really good exit. Fastest lap of the race goes to Ben. DRS is open here. Matt's too far behind, but Adrian Sky is going to go for it. Maxi block. And Ben, a wheel to wheel as well. Ben is going to take the lead to this Grand Prix. Can Maxi keep it on the last lap of this race? No! Maxi's hit Ben, and Ben has spun. No, Ben has just lost this race. Oh my God. Absolute carnage on the last lap of this race. That is unbelievable. Ben and Sam Flea are out, and it's not good to see that. Ed is half a second behind Maxi Block. This is the last lap of this Grand Prix. Matt is all over the back of Poxteros, still battling him, still fighting him, still trying to get past him, as he has been doing for the last 10 to 15 laps. As he tries to get him, but let's go to the front. Maxi Block is going to make the biggest race of his career here in Japan as he comes through from 15th on the grid to win here in Japan. Ed comes through in second place. Adrian Sky comes through to take third, but no Poxteros gets the podium. No Lemon gets the podium. Lemon, who has come through to take a podium here in Japan. Poxteros is in fourth. in Stubix in 5th, Adrian Sky in 6th, Matt in 7th, Fanfinus in 8th, Steg Fellows in 9th, and Hallis in 10th. Well, what a finish to the race. What a race that was. It was a great race, but I was not a fan of the ending, let me tell you. That was unbelievable. Lemon Who gets a podium. How has that happened here in Japan? How has Lemon Who managed to get on that top step? So your race winner here in Japan is Maxi Block in the Williams. Started 15th on the grid and ended up finishing 1st. Ed Williams finished in 2nd and Lemon Who finishes in 3rd. Poxteros in 4th, in Stubix in 5th. Adrian Sky, I don't know how you ended up in 6th with only 3 seconds worth of time penalties. I'm guessing everyone was grouped up, but we'll have a look into that. I've got to say, my driver of the day was going to be Maxi Block. I think it still is, but look at in Stubix. A bit of recognition there. Started 20th on the grid, so right at the back of the grid, and ended up finishing 5th. Both the Williams drivers, 15th and 20th, they started and finished 1st and 5th. What a race. Yeah, we'll have a look at that, Adrian Sky. We'll have a look at the penalty points and see where you actually should have been. It sometimes does that. I think Lemon Who is in a podium. I think that's right because he had no penalties. But we'll take a look at it. Wow, what a race! That was unbelievable. So I don't actually know who finished in the podiums, but I'll get whoever it said on there in, and the driver of the day has got to be Maxi Block. I think Ed's already in the party, so we can speak to him. We'll get Maxi Block in and Lemon. Yeah, Adrian Sky, I'll have a look at that, mate. If you're supposed to be second. Maxi.
Hello.
What a race.
Thank you. I think I could not hope anything better than this.
I mean, I've never seen a race like it, from 15th on the grid to win this race.
That safety car saved me a lot.
Oh, it did. I mean,
yeah.
It was absolute carnage at the end.
Yeah, but also with my mediums, I could have stayed first, and then on the soft I had 2 laps before the safety car, so I could undercut Ben to be first. And my soft were not so much older than them soft, so
yeah, you were right.
I'm very lucky. Very lucky.
You are. It worked out perfectly for you. Every situation you was in, and then when you pitted, it was like the perfect timing. And with Bats Plus not here, that's closed you in.
Yeah, the title will be close for the last race.
Oh, definitely will be. It's going to be really close. I've got to say that's the best drive I've seen probably all year, from 15th to 1st on the grid, and your teammate as well, 20th to 5th.
Yeah, well, the Williams were very
they
lucky
were on
today
form.
on Suzuka.
They were. It was a great race, mate. Congratulations on a fantastic and phenomenal Japanese Grand Prix, and we definitely look forward to the next couple of races coming up now.
Thank you.
Ed.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
How was that?
Excited. That was good
Mate.
fun, that.
Yeah, it was
really
a
good
really
fun.
good race, but it was carnage at the end. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, I was just sort of hanging back, seeing if Maxi and Ben collided, which they did. I feel
know,
sorry
yeah.
for Ben.
I can't believe that the last lap of the race.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't know what happened with the timings either. Timings were all
Yeah,
over
I
the
don't
place,
know what
I think.
happened there.
But we'll see. We'll have a look into it. But yeah, no, it was good fun. Ben
Yeah,
drove.
it was.
I just couldn't catch him. Ben drove an excellent race, and then Maxi
Yeah.
Block came out of nowhere.
Mate, can you believe he won?
Yeah,
Wow,
I'm shocked. Yeah, really well done there. Really lucky.
It was
Very
great,
lucky.
mate. Right, well, we'll look into the stewards now and that, and we'll have a look around and work it out and see where everybody finished. Right, guys, that is round 18 complete. That is Japan. The championship has just got a whole lot hotter. I think there's only a couple of points separating first and second now. So it's going to be down to the wire. Remember, guys, we are back next week in the US of A. Bats Plus's home Grand Prix, the championship leader at the moment. So he's better perform. So we'll be back next week, 10 AM for our silver race and 3 PM for our gold race. Do not miss it. Make sure you're here.